What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Whole Views, and today we're going to be talking about Scream 5. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't so far. Most of my views come from people who are unsubscribed, so if you watch the video, you like the video, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscription button to help me continue to keep growing things. So this video is going to be a real quick one. We're just talking about 3 things you should know before going check out Scream 5. First thing, this movie is not a reboot. Everything that we've seen in Screams 1, 2, 3, and 4 all still count. I think that's important to remember because as you watch this 5th movie, there's gonna be probably some story elements that are gonna kind of come across in a preposterous type way. They've done things to kind of connect things to the Sidney Prescott character over the course of the last 2 movies that really felt like a stretch to connect things to Sidney. So if those things happen here, you may want to give it a little bit of grace because they're working with the baggage of 5 movies here now. So everything's kind of been done so far to kind of connect things to her. So be aware of that stuff going in. They may be references to things you may not know about if you haven't seen the original or maybe at least the first 2, because those 2 to me were the better of the franchise. The 3rd and 4th felt not as up to par as the first 2. Second thing I would say you probably need to know going in is that the actors in the promotional tour, people going around talking about the movie, they've mentioned stakes being real in this movie. So be aware that anybody can be the killer and anybody can be killed, which actually adds a whole lot of anticipation on my part. Just knowing that I don't know that they're gonna follow the same format. I don't know that all the people who normally make it out will make it out again. It would be a shocker, but also not a shocker if one of the essential core old school cast members goes in the first 5 minutes. It wouldn't be out of line for the franchise, but at the same time, it would be like, okay, that actually adds some stakes to the way things are gonna play out here. So stakes will be present, things will count, things will matter for the OG cast. It's not just the new people to get killed off, from what I understand. And third thing that you should probably know is that Scream is Scream, and it's been Scream since Scream 1. I've heard people say things like, oh, it's meta, it's self-aware. I've seen that in several different places. Things that you need to be aware of is that they've been meta and they've been self-aware since the very first movie. It always felt as if you were watching people who knew they were in a slasher film. And that goes right back to that first character of Randy, just always knowing the rules and things to be aware of when you're in these situations. So to say that this one is fresh and new and meta is that's just the word that we're using now. That's been a thing since Scream 1. Definitely a thing in all the movies that followed. So I think the freshness that people feel is just maybe the time period that has passed between sequels. And that's not to say that this movie will not be well done or maybe do the meta self-aware thing better. It's just to say, hey, they've been doing it. Be aware that they've been doing it. So to recap, it's not a reboot. Everything counts. Stakes will be real for new and old players. And they've been doing this for a while. It's going to have a bit of a formula to it. It's going to feel like the other movies felt, just possibly done better, possibly fresher. So those are my takes before watching Scream 5. My plan is to go see it later on today. I will drop a video. I will link that video to this video if you catch this late. And I'll see you on the Scream 5 spoiler discussion, because that's what I plan to do. I'm not going to do a regular review. It'll be like talking about the movie, the things that are surprising, the things that didn't surprise, things I liked and didn't like. So if you like that type of thing, again, subscribe and stick around for more Scream coverage. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, come back, check out.